It's so huge because I mean, if you think about well-being and self-care, like this, it's been commodified, right, and sold back to us in different ways through capitalism and consumerism. But well-being is what you just said. You know, it's through community. It's having third places and fresh air. So it's so important, and we don't see that anywhere. We just see the next ad of what to buy to make yourself feel better. So,
But how come we haven't heard of the well-being?
Well, Santa Monica was getting very popular. Were you part of it, Jenny? Santa Monica. Anyway, the well-being.
I think so.
And there was a lot of to do with
That
education.
happens to a lot of. Did it come from the young? Where did it come from?
COVID, Bhutan, the country, the happiness, the happiness. Yeah. So it's been adopted in many places around the world, actually, and a lot of European places and stuff like this have adopted it, and that's why some of these other places are doing well. It's like, oh, the people are happy, the people are healthy, they've got forests, they've got so when you get into the depth of what this well-being index is, it's really amazing. And in Santa Monica, we had all these stakeholders, but COVID came, and then Santa Monica went bankrupt, and so they can't afford it. I'm like going, it's the most important thing they could invest.
you're probably safe with
Then that building index idea was also popularized by a British economist, her name's Kate Rayworth, who wrote a book called Donut Economics.
Yeah.
Which and she makes the point in there that I think it's maybe I don't remember when it started, but here we are mupping along, thinking about economies, growth for the sake of growth measured by GDP. And this is, are you doing well or not? Look at your GDP, right? Never mind that people are living in poverty and falling through the holes. So she's suggesting in her book that we turn that upside down and that economy should be there for people to thrive, regardless of their growth or not. It doesn't matter what the number of the GDP is. What difference does that make? Are people happy? Are people thriving? Are our communities thriving? That's what we should be measuring, and that's at the point of well-being index. And there are places around the world now, pockets where they're pilot testing this, well-being economies. You can go on the wellbeingalliance.com. I think it's short to weall.org. Google that, but I can send you information about that too if you want to.
Well, it's really interesting because 20 years ago, we didn't have a connectivity in the world. But it seems interesting that, maybe people just aren't awake enough to understand that they didn't have the ability 20 years ago. Maybe because they do now, that's what people.
I think people had the ability 20 years ago. I think some people took action. They were doing that in Bhutan 20 years ago.
Well, yeah. But in order for people to connect internationally, you have to go through embassies and governments and all of that. Now we need it. We have the internet. Yeah. We have Facebook. We have Instagram. We have all of these new ways. We had Clubhouse, which became huge. I was able to talk to everybody in every country during COVID. Yeah. And so we didn't have all of it before. So maybe that's the reason why it hasn't as well.
Yeah, we need people like you who give a shit.
That's the other.
You're right. Let's do it. Right.
Well,
we can make that part of life.
Right. And the other movement that I've been involved and have been pushing forward with for decades now is the Eco Village movement. And so there are eco villages. There's one in LA. Very few people even know. It's in Koreatown. It's called 3 blocks. It's an intentional community that has come together, and they are ecologically thinking about everything, about the future and the energy and everything else.
Is that what that huge garden is?
It's in Koreatown. It's 3 blocks, and I'd love Lois to come. Who was the founder in 1985. I think she founded the LA Eco Village. But there are eco villages. The first one was in Finhorn and in Oroville in India. Yes. Whale Springs. Well, that's a permaculture. So it's based on the permaculture regenerative system, which is how do you look at the land use? How does everybody, get their needs met, etc. So it's been spreading in Africa. I'm engaged with that with my partners. There's thousands of them everywhere.
Yeah. Visual models and civil that way. Mm-hmm. I want to make a mention of another movement that's crucial to everything we're doing. And I was involved with it for 2 years. It's called the Money Advocates movement. there is almost no meaningful change in America until we crack the code hold a book watcher legislators. Every one of your congressmen spends 50% of their time raising money. Hardly think they keep up with the needs of the community, and is trapped in the vortex of what they're allowed to say and vote and business. So I created something called Fix on America, which was just like before I created Clip on Kids, and it was an attempt to get major organizations of all the movements together to say the secondary thing you have to work on and make all your people aware of, all your sponsors, all your investors, all your donors, is they got to stop